This is the Illegal Alien Show.
Greeting, friends. Today's going to be a fun episode. We're going to leave politics aside a little bit, and I want to talk about this artistic boom, this revolution that's going on right now. Some of you are artists that have your senses tuned in, know exactly what I'm talking about. And these artistic booms, they come and go through generations. 1968, it's one year that I can think of top of my head. And I think for this last few years now, we've been living on a great artistic revolution and boom that is just amazing to sit back and watch. I've been experiencing lots of these explosions inside when you just get in the zone and you start producing, and hours later you snap out of it and you sit back. You don't understand how that just came out of you, and you admire that piece of art that you just created. And to create is such a lovely experience. So I've been experiencing these a lot because I do have my senses a little tuned in and what's going on and how to capture that energy to become art. I have to say I do not have an artistic block. I haven't had an artistic block since probably in the early 2000s. I just learned how to capture that energy, and I actually have it on unblock. I've been trying to put out this my first album ever. I've been making music my entire life and just never, for other reasons we'll get to it someday, never put out the music. So it's finally going to come out hopefully on the next year or so. And I've been trying to focus on finishing that, and I didn't want to get sidetracked. So I kind of have to set boundaries of myself to stop playing because I can just sit here and boom, boom, things just come out. I can't help it, It's just just a vessel. It happens through me. Some of you artists out there know exactly what I'm talking about. It's out of your control. And what I've been noticing is, for example, my lovely wife, she's been painting, and the amount of dedication and focus of energy that she's been putting into it, which is also new to us. She's been doing it on and off through her whole life, and photography, other sorts of art. But now she also is going on through a zone that she's been just putting out contact. And that goes with so many of my friends. It's so amazing to sit back and watch all my artistic friends just putting out tons of music, paintings, photography, books, YouTube shows, podcasts, cooking shows. So whatever your art is, it's so beautiful to watch. And I see all my friends, the amount of dedication that they putting out there, it's being transforming. Some of them don't know why they're producing like that. There's more to it, but one of the little factors is whenever the world is in despair and chaos and conflict, the artistic side of us come out and we express our anger, which is one of the fears that trigger art easier than we were to express other emotions. So anger is a very easy trigger, and despair and chaos, those are very easy trigger things for artists to put out what they're being having inside. Because a lot of times whenever you feel comfortable and you fall into the comfort zone, you just feel lazy and you just don't feel the need. But whenever things are in despair, it triggers some people, not everybody. Because I myself, I think I can produce art with the world being despaired or not. But it does. It's a huge trigger. You just can't deny it. A lot of my also artist friends that are being feeling lost and out of they don't have a purpose and they can't find their purpose in life, which leads to depression, anxiety, which we're going to be talking about a lot about on the show as well in the future, hopefully soon. And I just feel bad. And one of the objectives of the show is to hopefully, through the experience that I had and through the studies that I have been doing, try to help some of my friends, especially my artist friends, deal with some of the depression and anxiety that they go through. And I'm gonna give you a couple things that help me with my own experience, and maybe it can help some of you that may be feeling some type of depression and mental block artistically and throughout your life as well. Maybe you're feeling lost and can't find your purpose in life. So when I was younger, I went to see Dr. Miles Davis speak a lot and give seminars and preach. One of the seminars in Orlando, he was talking about the richest place on earth is in the cemetery. And at first I couldn't understand that. And then he went on to explain that think how many books wasn't written, how many pieces of music wasn't created, how many paintings wasn't produced because these people didn't do it. They didn't found their purpose in life, and they didn't produce because life and situations happening. And usually these days what I've seen happening is my artistic friends, my artist friends are struggling due to the economy not being very friendly to their artistic local underground movement, for example, and their incoming artwork. Usually people in the industry respect big names and dead people, but they don't respect the people who are just now living and creating and exploding every day as we speak. And I've been loving this artistic boom that we're living now because I appreciate art. I have my senses tuned in, and I love to see all my friends being inspired and producing all these pieces of art. If you think about art, an interesting thing that I think about is, for example, a comedian like Robin Williams. He was I love Robin Williams comedy, and I think about Robin Williams that I saw, which was movies and stand-up comedies and TV shows, interviews, and through the screen. He was one of my favorite humans and hilarious. But that was just a piece of his art. I'm sure Robin Williams on his everyday life had so many artistic explosions and jokes that we'll never capture. Just like all of us artists have explosions of music or just doesn't get captured. So one of the things is try to capture all these art that you guys are producing now and focus on your goals, focus on your art, and do more. Do more. Don't let your art die in the cemetery. A couple things that can help is obviously focus on nature, birds, wind, trees, stuff like that. If you just study art and anybody in history, even the Jesus Christ talks about pay attention in the nature. Change your routines is very important. You know if you have bad routines, and changing is good. And just make those steps to a better change on your routine and also by managing your time properly. Setting a time. You wake up every day to go work for somebody else, maybe. If you don't have your own business, if you do, good for you. That's it. That's the American dream. Work on your own business. And if you work for somebody else, you wake up early, you go out there and you do the best job that you can. But think you are making somebody else's life dreams and goals come true. So you also have to set a time on your weekly schedule with discipline, just like you would discipline yourself with your job, to discipline yourself with your own goals, with your own art, and with your own business. So manage your time and then learn how to invest your time properly and invest your money properly and save your money, travel more, and learn, study, learn new skills. Take the time to build up yourself so your phone starts ringing because people all of a sudden wants to know something that you know. So set yourself up there. If you're an artist, for example, you study the best artist in your niche and try to educate yourself. It's very important, and good thing we have a passion for, because if you have a passion for, that's going to generate the energy that it takes for you to study and to put effort on it. And then you set goals. Set your goals. Another important thing is write it down. It's so important to write it down on paper. And the last thing for today is expand your network. Get out of your shell, meet new people, go out, support your friends' art shows, your friends' business, events, share their channels, share their podcasts, share their YouTube, their music, their paintings. Support your friends, support your community. Don't just share the videos from celebrities and videos that are already going viral because it's the trending thing to do. Support your friends and the people who are close to you. And giving, it's another form of example that will take you out of that depression state of mind and artistic block. If you start giving, if you start supporting, things will come your way. Believe me, I know this by experience. So please do your duties to support this channel. Share with at least 3 friends for us. And some of your friends might like it. We need to grow this channel to do great things. I have a great vision that hopefully I can share with you guys soon. Right now, we just need to keep growing this channel, keep sharing, keep motivating each other to produce new art. Don't let our art die in the cemetery. And we're going to have music coming out. Yay! I know. I'm super excited, actually. It started off as a small little things, and I got my most talented musician, badass friends together to work on this project, and it became a monster. I don't even consider my own music anymore. It has, I think, I lost count of how many people are involved in the project. We still need singers and songwriters, boy, girl, hip hop. So if you're a singer-songwriter that like to collab, that if you know me or if you want to reach out through the comments, or our email is the illegal. Let's see, what is our email? theillegalialiens@gmail.com. There you go. So, or on Instagram is the illegal aliens. Just message or whatever, and we'll love to show some music to some singers and songwriters to produce some of these songs that we have coming up. So stay tuned. I'm very proud of my friends putting out all this beautiful art. I love the movement that we're living on. I'm very proud of the music that I'm gonna put out for you guys, and I do hopefully you guys can like it and also share it and make this thing grow. I'll see you guys around next Sunday.
Alrighty. Bypass, bypass.
Low bypass. Hello. Whoa, too loud. Greetings. How y'all doing?